What's good, y'all? DC, Alabama Prisoner Profiles. What's going on with y'all? First of all, I want to shout out everybody that came over from TikTok. Boy, had a video go viral on the TikTok on Steve Revival. That thing at about 90K right now. Another one at 30K. I went from about 40 followers to 800 followers in a couple days. So shout out y'all. Shout out everybody that came over for the YouTube. YouTube went up from about 38 to 64 subs. And I do have a Facebook page. Y'all mess with the Facebook page too. I only got about 25 followers over there. Y'all can get some updates over there as well. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share this content, so we can let folks know what's going on within the Alabama Department of Corrections, because it's a state of emergency. Also, I want to shout out all the brothers that commented on the TikTok too, that was down with those organizations affiliated. Shout out y'all. And I also want to say I talked to several people about, it seems like every story has an underlying backstory conspiracy about what really went on, and it's a pattern of not any information being available out there, like as with this case here. So I talked to several formerly imprisoned people. If you got something to say, you have a correction, you have a story yourself you want to share, you want me to put out, hit me up on TikTok. On here, I'll give you my email, alabamaprisonerprofiles@gmail.com, or on the Facebook, we can get it going. Like I said, hit me up. I will respond whenever I see it. I actually had this woman come in my DMs and tell me that I was, she told me I was the voice. I was like, no, I immediately thought about Lil Durk. Like, hold on, the voice. Like, oh no, I'm just doing what I can, you know what I'm saying? I'm for the people though, especially the incarcerated or formerly incarcerated or family thereof. One more thing before I get started, I want to throw this behavior disclaimer out there. We don't condone any of this behavior over here at Alabama Prisoner Profiles. We're simply trying to get the message out to especially the youth, but more so the greater public, to let them know what's going on within this corrupt system. All right, today we got Mr. Kelvin Oneal Washington. Went to the Alabama Department of Corrections with the sentence of 20 years for assault on a police officer and theft of property at first, and ended up with a life sentence for actions committed within the system. All right, now today's events take place at the Charles Farquhar State Cattle Ranch in Hale County. That's West Alabama, and I'm just going to get into a little bit of history about the cattle ranch before we get started. So the ranch was purchased by the state of Alabama in 1940 and had been operated by Director Warden Charles A. Farquhar as a working cattle ranch and catfish hatchery in 1956. So the ranch was also opened in part to contribute to Alabama's perennially underfunded corrections budget. It was originally named the State Cattle Ranch. The prison had baseball fields, duck ponds, and picnic pavilions. The Los Angeles Times wrote in 2006 that dormitories were Spartan. 1994 article in the Tuscaloosa News stated that the prison was more like a plantation than a prison. Oh, there you go. What that is? That's slavery. The prison had no fences. Unlike in other prisons, prisoners had access to fresh air. That's nice. It housed 100 prisoners. Tuscaloosa News stated the family members of prisoners at Farquhar described the prison in a manner similar to that of the 1994 article. In 2006, Fawcett stated that transferring there is considered a privilege. Prisoners and their families could walk on the grounds or enjoy food cooked on a grill. One former member, describing herself as a mother of a prisoner, stated that visitors were not searched and that the prison was more of a country club compared to others. Ooh, so you know that wide open. They probably had it all. They got it down there. They got it all. It's snow on the bluff. Y'all know about that. All right, enter Mr. Kelvin Oneal Washington, and disclaimer, no criminal appeal information available for free online on this case. So, Washington had previously been convicted of first-degree attempted theft and attempted murder of a police officer and had 2 concurrent 20-year sentences. On October 23, 1994, Washington allegedly was upset for having been ordered to pick pecans from the farm instead of getting the weekend off. Pecans, however y'all country ass want to say it, right? The 74-year-old Warden Farquhar returned home to find his wife, Doris, bludgeoned to death. He was then beaten to death. When the warden did not report to work, 2 other inmates were sent to the residence to investigate. Washington shot both of them with a shotgun he found at the house and then set the house on fire in order to cover up the murders. They were 60-year-old Paul Leverett of Mobile County, Alabama, and Clifton Dale Kip Martin Jr. of Lawrence County, Alabama. Both of the deceased inmates were convicted of murder and were serving life sentences. So in short, surprise, the man gets a life sentence tacked on. And Jimmy Evans, the Attorney General at Alabama at the time, stated that the gun he used to shoot the prisoners with was also used to beat the Farquhar. So he popped the prisoners with the shotgun and then beat the warden and his wife with the same shotgun fatally. Initial reports stated that the wife was beaten to death. The killer confessed to the crimes and stated that he beat and then tied up 68-year-old Doris Farquhar inside the warden's house and set the house on fire while Doris was still alive inside. According to Washington, he burned the house to cover up evidence of the crime. The bodies of both Farquhar and his wife were in the house. One inmate's body was in the carport and another was also in the house. Lord Jesus, y'all, hold on. I done had to light the square. But Lord, so they ordered you to pick pecans or pecans, and allegedly he was upset about that. Newspaper said also he was upset about a job assignment where it kind of like the similar thing. Already had a conspiracy theorist come in, which he doesn't sound like a conspiracy theorist. He sounded like he was there, or at least knows somebody that was there, because he said he served about 30 years. I'll probably make a response video to that when it comes out, as well as the one on Patrick Carr. Had a theory come in on that one as well. This is a wild one, definitely here. That was a picture here, like I said, in the newspaper. Obviously a picture of the warden, no pictures of his wife. The warden's kids actually expressed condolences for the inmates and stuff like that. Now, as always, we want to say condolences to all parties, the warden, his wife, his family, the two slain inmates, their families, as well as the condemned Kelvin Oneal Washington. This has been Alabama Prisoner Profiles. DC signing out. Make sure y'all mess with the socials, TikTok, Facebook. Like, comment, share, like my boy Petty Tupac says. I don't care what you comment, as long as you comment, but try to keep that ish clean, because you comment anything hateful, I'm going to have to get you up out of there, and I don't want to have to block you, especially if you don't already follow and subscribe. But y'all know what's going on.